Hey there gardeners, Chris here. Today we're looking at the blueberry and thyme garden bed. This is a tiny little garden bed. It's a tree surround slash herb garden bed from Blueberries. Very, very small. It only takes about 2 25-litre bags of soil. And I actually topped this up maybe 6 months ago now, and it's looking very, very sad. And one of our thymes is still there, but really, really scraggly. The other one seems to have died off. I think I found a little bit of it that I pulled out, but we'll try and replant that. The main thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna put new soil in. We've got ourselves a bag of the rose, gardenia and azalea premium potting mix. That's an acidic soil, which is important for our blueberries. And that is something that we're trying to really encourage to grow in this garden bed. We've got some of our regular soil that we'll mix in so that it's a good bit of a combo between the two, because obviously I just felt like that was a good idea, to be honest. It may counteract the acidity of that soil somewhat, but we'll mainly be using that bag because we don't need to really full fill the bed. We're just topping it off. The other thing that I'm probably going to need to do after that is put in a little bit of mulch to just keep the moisture in. And then most importantly, I need to keep an eye on watering this garden bed because it's in the corner of the garden up here and there's less stuff that really needs the daily water. It's missing out, and that's kind of probably part of the reason that it's not doing so well at the moment. But the soil level is right down. I reckon it's down 2 inches because the last time I topped it up pretty generously. So let's get to work. Now we do have some little lizzies in there who have obviously made this bed their home. We're going to try not to bury them. And part of the reason I'm putting the garden mix, like the azalea mix at the bottom, is because obviously it'll be closer to our plants and the acidity of the soil, which is what the blueberries need, should be more effective in that way. I do need to also be careful not to put the soil level too high around the blueberries, because the thing you also don't want to do is you don't want to end up with a situation where you've run your soil up the trunk of your tree or your bush and you've then kind of rotted the tree out, which is a definite possibility. Now, it's a little bit less of a worry with the thyme. Just trying to shake it through. And the good thing about the bagged, more expensive mix like this compared to, like this is like 13 bucks, that's probably $3 in big deliveries. The good thing about this is it has some slow release fertilizers in it, which is gonna benefit our plants. So we've got our pizza thyme here, and this I think is from the back, which was the little bit that was still partially alive that I accidentally pulled out, and that should be our lemon thyme. Okay, so that's sorted. One thing to keep in mind is it's good to put some mulch on top, and sugarcane mulch is our go-to. I do have a bag here, I'm gonna go grab it. Now, if you've done this job, like if you're topping up your soil and you've gone and you've bought your mix and everything like that, and then you get to this stage and you realize I don't have any mulch, I wouldn't stress. Give the plant a really good water and then go and buy some mulch in the next couple of days. If it's the heart of summer and things are just getting baked, then maybe rush out there and get it straight away. Otherwise, just give it a couple of days, keep it watered, and then get the mulch on when you can. If anything, I would actually say getting the garden bed and the soil under it and everything quite well hydrated before you put the mulch on is going to be advantageous, because if you put too much mulch on particularly and you create a water barrier, you can actually be doing the opposite of what you want, which is instead of a nicely hydrated plant, you end up with a plant that can't get rainfall, struggles to get that water when you actually water it directly, and as a result can struggle even more than you'd expect. Why am I using sugarcane mulch? It's the cheapest thing I can buy. And this sugarcane mulch is the cheapest of the sugarcane mulches I can buy. I can get it at Laurieton Hardware. I think at this point it's almost $5 cheaper than other places. Like the price of sugarcane mulch is going through the roof like everything else, and it makes life quite difficult. Okay, it's not too pretty, but it is done, and we'll give this a water. We'll make sure over the next couple of days that everything's going okay, and hopefully this will get it back on track to being a nice productive little veggie garden bed. We're heading into autumn, and so then into winter, and the thyme should be okay. Blueberries will probably lose all their leaves. That's again not a drama, but we want it to be well prepped for when we get back to spring, when we need it to start producing fruit, hopefully in a little bit more quantity for the first season.